Hey beautiful people, thank you so much for joining me today on the second episode of Life of Panda. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support and for your love. If you're new here, darling, thank you for joining me. Your life experiences shape you and your habits can change your life. Life of Panda is a video documentation of my real day-to-day life living with anxiety. I share with you the habits I've adopted and become accustomed to, the crazy parts of me no one gets to see, and more of life's simple pleasures that I am really passionate about. I decided to do a get to know me video for the second episode because I figured, why not get the people to get to know me? And I asked my friends on Instagram the other day to just pose a few questions, anything they've ever wanted to know about me, anything they've always been curious about, any trivial questions, and I got a few, actually a whole lot, but I only decided to pick 7. Don't ask me why 7. 7 is my lucky number. 7 is just a lucky number. It's my number. There is no reason. There is no depth to it. I just love number 7. Okay, so let's not waste time. Let's get into it. All right, so the first question, you post food a lot, but never anything with meat. Are you vegan? Not quite. So I'm mostly vegetarian and heavy emphasis on the mostly because I've got one stupid weakness. The weakness for wings, guys. Chicken wings. Any day, every day, I will have them. I will have them. So I think even from growing up, I just never really was a fan of meat. Even my mom, she never used to dish up meat for me because it would just always be left over in my plate. And all my cousins and my friends back then, I used to be the favorite when it was dinner time because they knew that they're gonna find meat on my plate. So yeah, I don't not eat it because I am fussy or whatever or finicky, but I just do not like meat. I think it's the texture of it. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I just don't like meat. I'm not allergic. If we are at a place and there's no veggies, trust, I will eat that meat. It's just not my preference. Okay, second question. One thing you don't like about your body. There's not much I don't like about my body. Actually, let me rephrase. There's nothing I don't like about my body. I respect my body and I absolutely love my body because it carries my spirit. You know, I appreciate it every day. Even on the days where I don't feel so healthy, I'm really just grateful for my body. However, when I was younger, I used to feel very insecure about my height. You know, in class, when we were standing in single files and they would put us in order, I used to be standing there in the end with the boys. You know, it was always just me there with the boys, alone, just, you know. Lately, I've embraced my height. I am obsessed with my height. I wear heels, even with my height. I'm 1.74 at 33. I think I stopped growing around 20 there. I stopped getting tall. I was like, you know, on par with everyone else. Everyone actually caught up with me in high school, you know, when puberty hit them, you know, the puberty bomb is like, poof, there's some height. And then they caught on. Guys are intimidated by a tall woman. You know, I don't always get those nagging guys just, you know, catcalling me or, you know, trying to get with me because I think my height intimidates them and I'm perfectly fine with no irritations. Next question. Would you rather relive your past, stay in the present, or fast forward to the future? Wow, what a question. Okay, I'm not really content with where I am with my life right now. I see where it's going. I see the bigger picture. So I think I'd rather just fast forward to the future, you know, to just get there quicker, get to where I'm going quicker, because I definitely do not want to relive my past. A lot happened in my past. I learned a lot. I loved. I was hurt. I hurt. You know, so many things, a whole mixture of so many emotions, of so many stepping stones, of so many learning curves. It's just been my life, you know, and a lot of things about my past are actually quite triggering. So I really wouldn't want to go back there. Going into the past just means I'm revisiting old stuff that I rather would not. I don't like revisiting old stuff. It just gets a little tricky. So yeah, fast forward. Okay, marry me in the next life. Shoo, I've got two mouthfuls to say about that. Okay, so number one, I've been there, I've done that, I got the t-shirt, and it's okay, but I definitely wouldn't do it again. I was married and it was fun. Fun was had. It was fun until it was not fun. And honestly, I regret nothing because I got a very beautiful son out of this marriage, and I learned a lot, a lot about independence, a lot about standing for your family, having your own family that you need to take care of. So I think that those attributes that I got during that period that I was married have really strengthened my independence right now, and I'm grateful for every single thing. I regret nothing. I would just never do it again. The next question, how long have you lived with anxiety? For as long as I can remember. I think I only came to the realization now in my adulthood and also in my late 20s that actually, wow, I've lived with anxiety for as long as I can remember. For as long as I can remember, I've had tightness in my chest sometimes. I would panic. I would just go into my own corner in my mind, live in my head a lot. It's just been a mixture of everything that I do go through now. But the realization only came now because I've been doing a lot of self-intro. I think from when I was in primary school, or even before then, I was living with anxiety, but I am managing it. And I would just like to say that even though I look like I'm very bold and and very out there and all of that, I do get very scared to be in front of crowds, to be during the people. But I don't know, the brave in me just kicks in whenever there's a situation like that. I will face a crowd head on. I will literally forget that I'm scared and just push myself to do it. Be in the crowd, be one with the crowd, be the life of the party sometimes. So I've learned how to do that very well. So yeah, I've been living with anxiety for quite some time, but hey, this is the healing phase now. This is the phase where I look at myself and I try and be a better person. I try and prioritize my wellness. I prioritize my peace, and I prioritize everything that makes me happy without hurting anyone around me. Next question, are you in a relationship? To answer that, I'm in a lot of relationships, I've got a lot of friendships, I've got a lot of siblings that I have, really good relationships with. I've got a very good relationship with my son, with my parents, with my colleagues. So in general, I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot of relationships which are mostly very healthy. So I think there you can't fault me. Next question. Something nobody knows about you. There is a bucket load that I just will not tell because it's supposed to remain like that. Nobody's supposed to know, kind of thing. So something very strange and quite interesting about me is that I watch pimple popping and extraction videos on YouTube, and I find it absolutely satisfying. It's just like, I don't know, it just does that thing where it calms me, it soothes me. As disgusting as it is for others, it really does the thing for me. Like if I want to sleep, I just put on one of those videos, I watch it, and I promise you, I hardly ever make it to the end unless if the person is like talking about something nice and I'll listen in or whatever. But that has really taught me that it's okay to like things that are not preferred by everyone. We are all not the same. We'll like different things, and it's really okay. I think that's the reason why it is on YouTube. It's because it's quite okay. So yeah, that's one thing that people don't know about me that I do and I find is very strange. All right, last question. A random PSA. Okay. Let me think about this one. Okay, so to the guys, who are driving nice fancy cars that make like loud sounds, like, like vroom, or like, those ones. Please, if you see a group of girls on the road, or, a girl that you fancy who is maybe walking down the road or parked next to you by the robot, do not do that thing where you just make your car fart and then you just speed off. Like, who told you that is nice? Whoever said that girls like it? Because I don't. And I mean, if you're really trying to catch my attention, why are you making all that raucous and running away? It makes no sense. So please, if you are doing it, take my advice and just stop. Don't do it. That's my PSA. You made it this far in the video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please go and like my video and add a comment if you want. You can ask me more questions, anything you would want clarity on, or anything more you would want to know. I really appreciate all of your support. Please do come back for my next video. Make sure that you do put on your notification bell so that when it drops, when it enters, when it make appearance, you can be the first one to watch it. Thank you so much. I love you. Take care of your mental health. Protect your peace.